And I'm someone who seeks adventure just like you do at your job. And just want to know, man, what motivates you and keeps you going, especially when people challenge you at times in the face on public platform. And you just said right now it's tough to get out there also, and it's more tough to be up there. So how do you deal with all those things?
So I think one of the things that I've experienced, and I've seen a lot of other women who are independent, who are strong-minded, who are strong-willed, go through is that when you get to that point that you want to get to, there will be literally a kind of wolves that, literally snapping at your ankles, if you can imagine it like that. Somehow, something to demoralize you, demotivate you, be horrible to you, say horrible things about you. And of course, new age technology has made it much easier. I've had death threats and rape threats on social media platforms. I get stalked on my WhatsApp groups. The groups are now formed in ways where even if you try and get out of the group, somebody adds you back on. With women, there's also a great deal of scrutiny on morality and sexuality, right? So, for example, my Wikipedia profile kept getting edited to marry me off to men whom I don't even know. I'm not married, but the fact is that there's such obsessive interest in whether women are married, who they're with, what their sexuality is, what's their morality. This is not something that men in the public I go through. And I remember I was once interviewing Hillary Clinton, and she said to me that, it's that you have to have a skin as thick as that of a rhinoceros. A successful woman has to have that much of a thick skin. And the way I respond to it is by saying that, okay, treat it as a challenge. Treat it as the fact that there are people out there who will threaten, who will make insecure, who matter that much that somebody's actually bothering to try and pull you down. And it's kind of mind game. It's almost like that psychological warfare, right? They want to make you feel unconfident about yourself. And I'm very stubborn that way. I think the more you challenge me, actually the more of a favor you're doing me. The more you dare me, is likely that I'm going to win that battle. If you actually leave me alone, the chances that I might get too comfortable, I might get complacent. But if you're nasty with me, I can be nasty right back. And one of the things that I find out young girls especially ask me, what should we do if we want to be this, that, and the other. And I always say that the toughest thing in life, and this is especially true for women, is to find the courage to be yourself. And why do I say courage? Because I think there are many people with women who try to be people. It could be your parents, it could be your sister, it could be your friends, it could be your parents, it could be your husband, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, whoever. If you're able to stand at a distance from the herd, from the mob, and actually just be yourself, just be true to yourself, live up only to your own expectations, nobody else's, I think, you'll find it's not that difficult, right? Just be comfortable in your own skin.
Thank you so much.
I have a question. Has it ever been that someone has thrown you down and you've lost all motivation to follow your dream? And who is that one person who's lifted you up and how have you conquered?
रेसलिंग में ऐसा नहीं हुआ क्योंकि जब से मैंने रेसलिंग शुरू की तो बस मुझे अपना गोल अचीव करना था। जैसे कभी मैंने बताया कि लोग पूरी तरीके से देखते थे मुझे इंडिया आना वापस मुश्किल हो जाता था कि मैं क्या जवाब दूँ। तो उस टाइम पे कोचेस और पेरेंट्स सपोर्ट करते थे कि कोई बात नहीं, हम अपने लिए खेलें, दुनिया को तो ऐसे ही बोलना है। वही बात है कि अगर हम करेंगे तो भी बोलेंगे, नहीं करेंगे तो भी बोलेंगे। तो हमेशा कोचेस, पेरेंट्स ने बहुत सपोर्ट किया और कभी मुझे लेट डाउन करने दिया और बस उन्होंने बहुत सपोर्ट किया, इसीलिए आज मैं यहाँ हूँ।
And finally, Ria, आपका एक प्रश्न है ना? And I think it's for Purna, am I right?
It's for you, sir.
For me?
Okay, so being both of us being a rugby player, so I know how it is not to let your spirit break when your body breaks. But is there any special message you've taken away from your role in Purna that will motivate the women in our country?
From my acting?
Yeah, from this movie.
From this movie?
Yeah.
Of course, my God, so many things. I think जब एक 13 साल की लड़की माउंट एवरेस्ट के शिखर के पास है और बॉडी कह रहा है कि सो 2 मिनट बैठते 2 मिनट यार, जस्ट let's go to sleep. जैसे हम एग्जाम टाइम पे अलार्म बजता है और 5 मिनट. फर्क ये है कि वहां पे एग्जाम आप मिस करोगे, आप फेल करोगे, वहां पे आप मर जाओ. सिंपल. तो इस एक सो जाओ and then you see 6 dead bodies, one by one. This girl saw 6 dead bodies. They don't take it down from Everest, they just turn it face down. And then to say, I have to go there to the summit and come back before I die. I have to come back before I die. This idea for me, that to reach somewhere and then to come back from that place before something in you changes forever, is I keep very, very close to my heart. And I have learned that at your best moment in life, at your most triumphant, it's really strange, we are always alone. In our head, we are always alone. We sit for 30 seconds alone. We don't need anybody around us. I don't know whether you guys have felt that. But at that one moment, it's a very private, very, very concentrated moment where everything is silent and everything is peaceful. And all you want is to be alone in your own peace. Well, thank you everybody. Thanks for this wonderful opportunity for us to get to chat with these incredible women. You know Purna releases on March 31st. You know all that stuff. So, and you've heard enough. Thank you for being here. And now, mujhe pata hai, start. All these photographers are waiting at the starting line. We'll do some pictures and we'll do some sound bites, whatever needs to be done. The Spice guys are here, so we'll figure it out. Thanks. Thank you.